Okay, tier list update. So, last update was at the end of February, my previous PP grind month. And we had 48 entries. Now we have 76 entries, so quite a difference. We got all this stuff to throw in. Before we throw anything... Wait, is it going? Okay, yeah, it is. My stream's just really behind. Before we throw any new stuff in, I actually was already thinking I want to change some tiers around. I feel like this tier is entirely useless. Because this was a tier for, like, mostly... Except for Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 was just, I didn't know where to put it, really. But this tier was otherwise used for, essentially, meme categories of games that I've done that I want to do actual runs of eventually. Those being Zelda 2, River City Ransom, and Twilight Princess. We have Hold a Dog, Twilight Princess, Sauna % River City Ransom, and Horsehead % Zelda 2. We're getting rid of this tier list entirely, and I'm also probably going to add a boring list as well. Also, for the memes, I'm going to get rid of too, because at this point I've done so much crap for the memes that it's like, it doesn't really hold any weight anymore. So, I might even add another fun tier. We'll add a kind of fun tier maybe too. We'll make this kind of fun. And put guilty pleasures below. Guilty pleasures. Let's do this. And yeah, we're gonna have to change all this stuff. And then for the memes, we're gonna get rid of entirely. So for now, I'll put all this stuff here, and then we'll rehouse all of these. Angerlanx, welcome in. We have already, this is we're updating our tier list, so we already have 48 things ranked. But we have 76 things total to rank now, so quite a bit of other stuff to put on. Worse than Cutman talk show. Oh man, that's good. Okay, yeah, we gotta rehouse all this stuff. Horsehead I think is actually good for kind of fun, because it's just a 3-minute run, but it's Zelda 2, so it's fun. Same with Sauna %, but to a lesser degree. You know what, most of the stuff is actually good and kind of fun. Oh, I need to add boring as well, because Mad doesn't really fully emphasize boring. Boring is going to be for a lot of, like, 2-minute PP crap that's dumb. You know what? Maz may be fine. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Let's do that. Kind of fun. Okay, Mega Man 3, I'll probably move to the top of that tier because it is a longer game at least. Hold a Dog is kind of mad though. It's literally just start a new save file, herd the first goats, and then just run to Pergy's house as soon as possible to hold a dog. That's all there really is to it. Where would I put that exactly? Over 250 games, which is crazy. Quite a lot. Heck yeah, I can't believe how fast it's built up actually. Like almost double from what I did in February. Okay. Where? Yeah, we'll put it there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, Mega Man 2 Normal Zipless Legacy. That kind of works and kind of fun as well. We'll throw a Paul Rudd % up here, because that was really fun. And it's You Don't Know Jack. It's a great game. I only did one run, so I'll probably put it there because I don't have much of a history with it. Astro Frog was pretty meh. I'll throw it to the top of meh. For now. We're gonna revise all this still after. Stack Up? Okay, you know what? Stack Up is why we need to create a boring category. Because meh is kind of... Meh doesn't really emphasize boring. It's just like kind of... We'll even call it decent. And then we have to throw some stuff around. Then boring. Okay. I need to change all the colors. Yeah. Change all the colors around. Oopsie. Thinking of doing some PP grinding again? Heck yeah. 300 would be awesome. I would love to see that, comrade. Okay, now we have to move some stuff in here. Tiny Toons, the definition of boring, pretty much. So is box percent. That's above Tiny Toons, because at least you do something. I'll keep Home Alone Game Gear at decent, even though it is literally just waiting around for 20 minutes. There's setups to do, you know, so it's decent. Why is Popeye that? Actually, no, Popeye's fine there. I did prefer doing Sesame Street Clue Hunt, though. Over this, too. Why is this so high? Yeah, I think that's good. Circus Charlie NES was miserable, though. Waldo's being moved up. That was from last time. I'm definitely moving it to Guilty Pleasures, unfortunately. Yeah, Circus Charlie NES was not fun. The arcade version is way better, and I hope to run that eventually. I'm gonna move it to the bottom of decent. It was really... dropped input city. I've never seen more dropped inputs. And that includes Kid Nicky level 4. I've seen more inputs in Circus Charlie NES than I have in that level. It really, like, it's actually generous putting it in decent, but it is a port of a really good arcade game, so I can't crap on it too much. Okay. You know what? Jordan vs. Bird is more fitting of boring than it is bad, too. We have a lot of crappy stuff to put on the list today, unfortunately. We'll put Jordan vs. Bird at the top of boring. Okay, I think we're good to, other than the fact that... Where's Waldo, actually? Oh, Waldo got moved back down here, because I had to change the category, because I had it set to any percent and not any percent easy. Waldo is Guilty Pleasure to the max. I can only put it so high, though. Actually, why is I Can Remember lower than letters? We'll do this. Waldo, I think this is... Yeah, I think that's good for Waldo. Okay, there's our revisions. Now we can jump into the actual new stuff, which are going to go alphabetically. So starting with the top of the new stuff, Break Time, the National Pool Tour, 9 %. I described this as Jordan vs. Bird, as a more infuriating but less dull Jordan vs. Bird is how I described Break Time. And I mean, that just comes down to pool over basketball any day. I actually found it more infuriating, though. It was pretty painful, actually. But I mean, you get the hang of it eventually, but it's like, it's still so dumb. I don't like it. And that's that. It's top of boring is the best place to put it. Caesar's Palace sports car. Without a doubt, the best PP, like, dumb RNG PP, 100% RNG fest there is. It's so bearable. It's actually fun. It actually goes into fun to me. I actually really enjoyed Caesar's Palace. More than kind of fun, actually. I actually think it's solid fun for a 36-second speedrun. I think we put it right at the bottom of solid/fun. But yeah, Caesar's Palace, actually really good. Club Penguin Ice Fishing. Now, not only do I have a big connection to Club Penguin, because it was one of the defining games of my childhood, showing my age, but, fun fact, it was also founded and headquartered in my hometown, so that gives me all the more reason to be absolutely connected to it. And what better thing to do a Club Penguin speedrun for than ice fishing? My favorite minigame, one of my favorite things to do, period, in the whole game, and so I did it, and it was fun. Fun fact, I did it on because Club Penguin itself doesn't exist anymore. It is only alive these days through fan servers, basically. And I actually used one that they deemed not acceptable, so this is the only run on this list that I do not have a run on the board because they declined my runs. So I'm gonna have to redo that at some point. That said, it's frickin' Club Penguin, so it's gonna rank pretty high. But it also is ice fishing, which I never realized, as fun as it is, how much RNG there is. It bothered me, actually. But because of the RNG spike, I can only put it so high. I think we're gonna put it here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. Color a dinosaur, all dinos. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna go back to this game eventually. At first, when I finished, I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm done. But I'm actually really close to bopping a couple other people. One person less than a second. This is a tough one, you know. Objectively, it's terrible for a speedrun. It's literally just spam your color and hope you're super fast and color all the dinosaurs as fast as possible. And if you accidentally leave a dinosaur before you miss a spot, which I did so many times, well, go screw yourself. You have to start over, basically, is what the game says. But when it goes well, it's super satisfying. I don't know. I really don't know. This could be top of boring, because it's not... I don't feel like it's quite deserving of bad compared to some of the crap I've had to play. But it's definitely not a decent run either. I think we'll put it top of boring for now. It's sort of, yeah. I'm in between decent and bad in my head, so I may as well put it in boring. It only makes sense. At least there's something to do, unlike a couple of stuff in boring, though. So I will give it that. Okay. Next up, Donkey Kong 1 for the NES. Initially, this run pissed me off, and until you learn the ladder grab glitch in level 1, I think it's pretty bad, actually. When you learn the ladder grab, though, it becomes super addictive and actually quite fun, I will admit. This might just flat out go in guilty pleasures, because I don't even like that I'm liking it so much, but I really got into Donkey Kong 1 runs after a while. I think I'll put it right here. I think that's a good spot for it. Spot it, hell. I'm sorry, I'm only just reading that now. Yeah, spot is as hell gets. But just you wait, it's not... By the end of this list, you'll see it's not even the bottom of hell. Donkey Kong 3. Literal capital B for boring, and I'm not just talking about the speedrun. I genuinely don't understand who approved Donkey Kong 3. Puff Donkey Kong up to the top of the screen 3 times. Bravo, what a game. What a freaking game. So much fun, dude. So much freaking fun. Not. But this is just definitive boring. Like... It's better than Tiny Toon Adventures, because that's a 4-input world record, but, like, no. DK3, I'm sorry, it's not even good. It's lucky, actually, I'm not putting it in bad. Donkey Kong Jr., oh my gosh, this game pissed me off so much. Yes, I sort of got the hang of it, but I still didn't really get a time I liked. Much like, I should actually add on, Donkey Kong 1 really is lucky it became a guilty pleasure. Because yeah, level 1 is like, whatever. Learning the ladder glitch makes it a more fun run, even though the ladder glitch is not always 100% consistent. Level 2 is the worst of the bunch. No, it's not. Never mind, because I forget what I'm talking about. But level 2 is also annoying because the stupid fire enemy can be in your way. And you very rarely get the on the top one where you get to actually get on the platform on top and save 2 seconds. The few times I've done that, I have gotten literally the worst level 3 RNG ever. A couple of those have been on the alt, so you guys have seen it live. But yeah, DK1 is actually really getting a good placement here, considering how freaking annoying the level 3 fire enemies are. And DK Junior is similar. Level 3 has the worst freaking RNG ever, and it's lucky actually. Or no, level 4. There's 4 levels in DK Junior. DK Junior also ranked much lower until I learned how to do the level 3 glitch, which actually I thought I was doing wrong at first until the PP folks pointed out to me that I had the wrong version of the ROM, and that's why it wasn't working. That said, I was pretty miserable through most of DK Junior. Like, I genuinely, that's the fun thing, DK Junior Math is genuinely the best Donkey Kong NES speedrun. Genuinely. I can't believe that's the case, but it is. DK Junior, I think, gets decent. I did not enjoy it very much. It was also addictive, though, so I can't place it too low. It was better than Popeye. Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue DOS version. I really enjoyed this one, actually. I only played it for one day. But I wanted to see how the DOS version held up, because, I really got into the NES version. And this one's a little different. You can't hold your inputs. You have to re-input occasionally, which kind of got annoying. You also needed to know level 3 was different than the one on the NES in that you had to know which house to go to first, which was really dumb, even though they didn't need keys. Small gripes, but ultimately it was quite fun, actually. I would put it in solid/fun, for sure. Whereabouts, so? No. There we go. Yeah, where do I put this? I might put it here. I think that's a good spot for it. You know, why is Caesar... Yeah, Caesar Palace is good there. I forgot what we were talking about. Also, while we're talking about Firehouse Rescue, I think I'm moving it straight to the top of solid/fun, because that game was really fun. Also, why is Countdown so high, actually? Countdown has to go down. That's a bit too high for Countdown. I'll move it to the top of... No, it's better than Caesar's Palace, so... No. Okay. You know what? No, Countdown's good. Countdown's in the right spot. That game's addictive. I'll put it here, though. Okay, Freedom Force. NES. As I was told, the hardest Zapper game, specifically on mouse. And yeah, this was a hard game. It took a while to get any completed runs, but when I did finally get a completed run, when I finally got the hang of it, I got quite a few, and this was really fun, actually, really satisfying. Like, getting that final PB, I felt a satisfaction I don't often feel. I really enjoyed this one, actually. It's, where do I put it? It was better than Hogan's Alley, but as a speed game, I would say. But casually, Hogan's Alley is better. I think I'm gonna put it here. I really had fun with Freedom Force, actually. It was good. Galaga. Quite possibly the most overrated classic arcade game of all time, and its NES port is not any better. This is even technically a shmup. You guys know I don't like shmups, so it's not gonna place high. Galaxian was better. I enjoyed Galaxian more, but I didn't enjoy either. This is honestly, I'm gonna put it in bad. I don't like Galaga. I think it is overrated. I don't understand at all the love for it. I don't enjoy it. It was not a fun speedrun at all. It's actually lucky I'm putting it in bad even, because I was miserable playing this. I don't like it. Okay, Gotcha the Sport. So far, the most bearable and fun and actual skill required free tie world record for the NES. I did it in one night. I think I knocked it out in an hour. I got the frames I needed. It's pretty solid, actually. I mean, there's not a lot to it. It's an it's not an auto scroller, but it's sort of an auto scroller if you're holding the right button to skip the whole time, and then you just grab the flag, and you have to perfectly hold left at the certain time. You have to run out your ammo count so that it doesn't count towards your point tally at the end, and pretty much just save time in small ways. I think Kinda Fun's perfect for it, because it served me well for a night, and I got record out of it. I got the tied record, so I can't complain. Also, what's Stack Up and Chessmaster still doing in here? No. These need to go to boring. Stack Up we'll put there. Chessmaster's a little better. We'll put Chessmaster here, actually. It gets addictive. But yeah, Gotcha the Sport. We'll put it there. Actually, this should go up too. Zipless Legacy. We'll put it there. Okay. Logistical Flinders Island 100%. Logistical is a transport sim that I've been playing on and off for 9 years, and every once in a while I dip my toes back in and get super addicted again. And last time I did that was in March, and of course speedrunner me is going to be like, how can I turn this game into a speedrun? Because most of the areas that are called modules in this game require hundreds of hours of gameplay to finish. However, there is a tutorial area based in Flinders Island, which is a small island off the coast of Tasmania, Australia, which takes 6 minutes to complete 100%. And so I was like, perfect, let's do that. And I did a couple runs. I got a time. I wasn't super happy with it, but it was what it was. Now that tutorial area itself is not much fun though. Like, you kind of have to actually get invested in a bigger area to have a lot of fun with it, but it was still fun doing a speed run, so I gotta put it in one of the fun categories. I think this is perfect, actually, right there. We'll do that. Here we go. Magic Darts, aka Tragic Sharts, aka Worse Than Spot. Without a doubt, the worst PP game I have ever played. This game might actually be one of the closest I've ever gotten to punching out my monitor before. Firstly, it took forever. It took forever for me to understand what the hell I was doing in the run. When I did understand, when I actually had some PP folks explain what I was supposed to do, and I was like, okay, great, now I'm going to be able to get a run. Oh, no, how about in the middle of my inputs, the game decides over and over and over and over and over again to drop my inputs in the middle of the input. As in, when I'm dragging the dart to where it needs to be, it just drops it halfway. Holy crap, dude. This game took me over 400 attempts to get a pretty ass time, actually. Like, my time's not even good. I just wanted to be done. I got a time, it was worse than PP. I skedaddled. I am never touching Magic Darts again. Actually, I may someday, who knows. I'm that crazy. Holy crap, what a terrible game. It is so bad. It is actually worse than Spot. I would rather... This is how Flecky felt about Kung Fu, which I'm very curious about. Yeah, I would genuinely rather do 24 hours of Spot attempts than 10 minutes of Magic Darts. That is how much it pissed me off. We call it Tragic Sharts for a reason. It is horrendous. I have a deep hatred for Magic Darts, and that is all I'm going to say on that subject. Okay. Mega Man 2 Normal with zips. Me, the one who said I was never gonna do zips, even though I am gonna learn them for 1 when I finish with 4. Seriously. Yes, mic drop, exactly. Magic Darts is trash.
Get away from me!
Get away from me! Get away from me! So yes, I decided for PP last month, rather than submit my Mega Man 2 normal zipless PP to the main board for PP, that I would actually learn a few basic zips For the record, Mega Man 2 with zips is one of the most fun you can have watching somebody play a game. Doing it yourself, man, I'm such a zipless person. I am always going to be team zipless. I was miserable through the entirety of this run. I didn't enjoy it at all. Even when I got the zips, it was like, whatever, it's satisfying. But the amount of struggle it took to freaking get these things into a run that didn't die to something non-zip related afterwards. Also, the heat zip can screw right off. I was told it was the easiest of the 4 I did. No. It was the worst, for sure. I'm not going to put this as low as you'd think, because it is fun to watch. It is objectively a really cool speedrun, but doing it myself, there was not 1 second I enjoyed of it. I don't think I can put it any higher than decent, and that's being generous. Zipless all the way. Zipless is way better. Where do I put this? I'm hoping Mega Man 1 will be better because I'm actually going to try and learn it seriously, not for PP, but like actually because I'm interested. We're not going to do it very long though, because yeah, I just... Where do I put this? I was so miserable playing this, I can't put it that high. I'll put it below DK Jr. because I got addicted to DK Jr. at least. At least I got addicted. They both were probably equally miserable, but yeah, that's where I'll put it. That was miserable though. I don't think I'm ever going to do Mega Man 2 zips again. Yeah, that makes sense. Hurrah. I'm expecting more out of 1 just because I'm actually interested in learning it. But yeah, as far as watching goes, there are a few things more fun to watch than Mega Man 2 zips, but playing it myself did not enjoy it at all. Alright, Mickey's Safari in Letterland. Honestly, for games I learned solely for PP last month, I think this is the most fun. This was a really fun, like 3 or 4 day grind where I kept trying to take frames off my time. Really easy learn. It's a fun platformer. Just fun. It is really, really good. I actually may go back to it eventually. There was some annoying RNG elements, obviously, as with any game, but it was so minimal compared to most other PP games. I thoroughly enjoyed Mickey's Safari in Letterland. Like, this is solid / fun tier, easily. I'm just trying to find a place for it. Better than Perfect Fit, definitely. Better than Mode A Hogan's Alley, I think definitely. I'm gonna put it somewhere in this range of 3 here. Probably below Freedom Force. I really got into Freedom Force actually, but this was a lot of fun actually. Millipede. Meh. I think this goes in decent pretty easily. It was fine. I got a somewhat decent time I was happy with after a bit of gameplay. It annoyed me, but not on a Galaga level. It was okay. It was decent. It's just the perfect word for it. Maybe even top of decent. I don't know. Why is Astro Frog at the top, actually? I'm gonna move that below. Nah, that's good. I think this is good. I think that's good there. Miss Pac-Man. We're gonna actually break the alphabet chain and do Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man together before I go to Othello. We're gonna rank these two probably pretty close to each other. At first, I was like, like, it was pretty annoying to get the perfect, Firstly, I've never been that great at Pac-Man. So as such, I mean, I like Pac-Man. It's a classic, but like, it's not the type of game I'm gonna reach for, you know. But as a speedrun, once you get the hang of the perfect patterns, I actually really enjoyed these. It was fine. They were fine. It's funny. Typically, I prefer Miss Pac-Man casually to Pac-Man, but in the case of the speedrun, I actually ended up liking Pac-Man more. They're probably neck and neck, though. Like, and I'm thinking either decent or kind of fun. I think we'll put them kind of fun. We'll throw them in here. Above... Where am I going to put these? Yeah, we'll do this. I think that's good. No. We can put them higher than that. They pleasantly surprised me when I got the hang of the dream patterns. We'll throw them in there. Othello, or as Tom Cabs calls it, oh hell no, and after playing it for a night myself, I can see completely why. No, it's worse than boring for me. This game, yeah, pissed me off. I never got the type. The thing that annoyed me the most, actually, this has always, prior to speedrunning and everything, this has always been one of my absolute biggest pet peeves. When you get progressively worse at something, that pisses me off like you would believe. I did probably 3 hours of Othello attempts. Can you guess which run was my best one? That's correct. If you guessed my very first Othello speedrun of the entire session, when I was still trying to figure out the ropes, was my best run of the night, you would be correct in that guess. Yeah, I was 1 or 2 frames from tying the world record my first run. Nothing else was that good. There was like a couple that got close, I think maybe tied it, but it was just a session of getting progressively worse as it went on. And it's so dumb because it's all the same inputs, but it's just like, and you get certain delays at a certain time, and you need to wait a certain frame before you... It's so dumb. I can see why Tom Cabs calls it, oh hell no. It's bad. Yeah. It's really bad, actually. Yeah. I think... Actually, Rock and Ball should be higher than Galaga. Othello, I think, is good there. Terrible game. Okay. Pursuit Force Warlords Emulator. By far the most unexpected pleasant surprise of the entire new list of games. I enjoyed... Firstly... Yeah, I've been waiting for this too, you believe it. Firstly, the game itself, playing it casually last fall, I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't know I was gonna love it as much as I did. What a fantastic game casually, first of all. This is a hidden gem I never in my life would have discovered if not for you, Comrade Diesel, who I'm actually gonna shout out. Yes, thank you to Diesel for turning me onto this game. What a fun time. And the speedrun, even though I already was pleasantly surprised by the game casually, I still doubted I was going to enjoy the speedrun as much as I did. But you know what? I did. It was fun to learn. Was it frustrating? Of course it was. Was there RNG that sometimes screwed you up? Not as much as some of these games, but yes. Was it just a pain sometimes? Yes, it was. Was it blood, sweat, and tears that every second was well spent? Yes. Yes, it was. What a game. It was so fun. I didn't grind this for very long. I could have kept going, actually. But when you complete a run of this, holy crap, is it satisfying. This is top tier, for sure. I will 100% go back to it at some point and try and get a better time. This was really fun. We're gonna put it right there. That's top 5. Holy crap. That's top 5 speedruns. It has bumped Barker Bill's trick shooting out of my top 5 speedruns. So thank you, comrade. I hope you will not nuke BC. It was. Rewarding is the perfect way to describe it. And you know what? There was so much stuff that pissed me off, particularly Velocity, which I think is level 5. It's the second to last level. Which is apparently supposed to be the easiest, and I can see that now after having realized how badly I was doing it. But I was failing the easiest level over and over until Diesel pointed out to me that I was missing the most basic thing ever, and it still wasn't great. I still didn't really get good at that level, but it got done at least. And when I was getting runs, I was getting runs. Like, I really started to understand where the time save was coming from in that game. And I actually ended up not being the worst run on the board, which was a pleasant surprise. Very pleasant surprise. I want to see what I think I was 2104. I'm gonna double check where it was. 2105, okay. So I very easily could have gone sub 21 if I had kept going. I will go for that again eventually. Like 100%, I did not expect to enjoy that run that much, but I will be back. I will be back to Pursuit Force Warlords, because what a game. That was so fun. Okay, Rollerball. I have yet to play an NES pinball game that doesn't make me want to tear all my hair out, and that saying does not work very well now because I have been bald for most of this year, but it does make me want to tear my hair out. And I think it's worse than Rock and Ball, actually. What a miserable game, man. And NES, I would love to put Pinball, just the game called Pinball, on this list, but I have yet to complete a run of that one, and when I do, it's probably going to go in trash or hell. Ridiculous. I don't enjoy it. And Rollerball's no different. You're supposed to... Firstly, it takes a million years to get the ball down to where you need to go, and most of the time it's going to land in these annoying-ass teleporters that throw it around the room. And when it finally does get down there, it's still probably going to fall in the void a couple times before you get lucky enough. It's all about setup, but you get the ball on the right place to try and hit the blinking light so that it hits the other blinking light and makes it blink and gives you the RNG chance to get 50,000 points. Nothing ever coordinates. It's terrible. It's not good. I have not played a good NES pinball game yet. Is it better than Galaga? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's better than Galaga. Ball jokes work better in Spanish. You know, I would believe it too. Okay. Sesame Street letters to Big Bird alphabet percent. So, those of you who know. Actually, why is 10 letters at the bottom of Guilty Pleasures? That should be moved up a couple spots. Less bad than Galaga. Yes. What did I say? Did I say worse or better? Oh, better. I said better. Yeah. Yeah, less bad. You're right. Barely less bad than Galaga. So yes, those of you who've been around long enough know that Sesame Street Letters to Big Bird is one of the memeiest of meme games here. It is a flash game that involves clicking on everything that starts with a certain letter on the shelf as Big Bird tells you which letter to pick. And a while back I started theorizing, what if it's possible to do an alphabet percent run where you get every single letter as quick as you can, which obviously would allow some light resets after each one had been completed. And so a while ago, I went and I did some research, I went through the game, I kept resetting it over and over to see if there was indeed stuff that started with all 26 letters of the alphabet. There was. I deduced that alphabet percent was in fact possible, which honestly, I've got to give props for a flash game. That's impressive. That's really impressive, actually. So I did one run for the lols, what was that, like a week and a half ago now? It went disastrously, but not because of the run. Oh my gosh, I still have to do another one eventually. I lost a lot of time, because Diesel accidentally pocket banned somebody, as in, he had his phone in his pocket lurking on the stream. Was completely unaware, giving a speech at university, and came back to find out that his pocket timeout had timed out a dear pal of ours 3 different times, and I had to take time out of the run to like untime out, which was hilarious. It was catastrophic, actually. Pocket percent, true. We're gonna do another one eventually, a better one, but holy crap, that was hilarious and actually added to the experience. That is, honestly, I might even put it in kind of fun. I think it goes above Guilty Pleasures. I actually enjoyed it. Maybe I'm insane. I've been affected by the brain rot of PP. I actually had fun doing alphabet percent, and I would do it again. Watched it. Well, you saw an ad? No. I can't ban. What? I said /ban Twitch. It said I can't ban anonymous users. Damn it. I was gonna ban Twitch for you, but it won't let me. Demand your money back. Blame Twitch, not me. If it were up to me, no one would see any ads. Okay. But yeah, I think we're gonna put Alphabet Percent at the bottom of Kinda Fun. It goes above Guilty Pleasure because of how hilarious that experience was. Oh, I see. I'm dumb. Yeah, I have 2 ad blockers running, so I don't know how those made it through, but whatever. Okay, Shooting Range, any percent, another Zapper game. One that I only did about 2 or 3 days worth of grinding on, I think, but it was fun. It was good. Zapper games are always fun. It sucks to see Duck Hunt so low on the list, because, I mean, with a Zapper, Duck Hunt is, like, top tier. And I can't wait to eventually hook up the CRT and the Zapper and try and get an actual good time in Duck Hunt. It really sucks to have it so low, but it was the worst with the mouse. It was really janky. But yeah, Shooting Range, I would say one of the easiest with a mouse so far. One of, not the easiest, but it was a good time, man. I enjoyed it a lot. And it's probably gonna go in solid/fun, because it was a really enjoyable game. Where would I put it? It did rely a lot on RNG, which was annoying. But, you know, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good couple-day project, and I probably am done with it as far as mouse goes, but again, 100% in the future will tackle it with original hardware and try and get an actual really good time. But as it stands, I did get a really good time. And much like Freedom Force and Barker Bill's Trick Shooting and Wild Gunman, which we're going to get to in a sec, I have the best mouse time, which is sick. Okay, Shooting Range. Where are we putting this? I think we'll put it there. It's going below Hogan's Alley because the RNG was worse. But as in Mode A, Hogan's Alley. Obviously, it's below Mode B. You know what? I'm looking at this list now. I think I'm actually going to move Firehouse Rescue into really fun. Like, I'm very likely, actually, I was really happy with my time, so I didn't think I was going to go back for a while, but I may go back to this sooner than I expect. Firehouse Rescue was really fun, dude. Hogan's... You had a really good Mode B time, though. RNG, yeah. Dude, I'm still really upset. My most recent Hogan's Alley Mode A PB that came after so long without any PBs, it gave me the good enough RNG to get second place on the board, but I accidentally took just a little bit too long to shoot one of the 2,000 point guys right before the end. And so it ended up as like 4th or 5th, which is really, really unfortunate. But I can't believe I nearly got second place just a few seconds off world record with a mouse because of the RNG I got. Like, it's devastating, but at least it PB'd still. But before that, I had such a drought with RNG. It took so long. Okay. Sid Meier's Pirates NES, any percent. If you thought Tiny Toons Cartoon Workshop was ridiculous, Sid Meier's is about as ridiculous, maybe a little more because you actually have to do the inputs fast. Tiny Toons Adventures Cartoon Workshop, literally just 4 or 5 inputs, free world record. It's the easiest speed game in the history of speed games. It's easier than Stack Up. Sid Meier's Pirates is about the same. It's only a few inputs. It's like a little more. It's like 12 or something, but you have to do them super quick. And I actually did pretty well for myself, actually. And it has to go in boring, though, because objectively nothing happens. It's just menuing through stuff until you get to the end of the game, basically. It's more thrilling than Tiny Toons Adventures, though, so I'll put it there. But that's as high as it goes. Another one that's mostly just menuing through the game, except it's a 2-minute long run. Firstly, you can tell that PP is the reason I've played so much of this. Taboo the Sixth Sense, any percent. This is a tarot card, not even game. It's a tarot card entertainment experience. for the NES, hence Nintendo Entertainment System. Like, it's genuinely not even a game. Never in a million years would I have touched this if not for PP. But as it turns out, it's probably the best of the bunch as far as primarily menuing speedruns goes. I actually did a bit of grinding for this one for a couple days, trying to get a better time. I got a decent one. It was, it's fine. I mean, objectively it has to go in boring still, but yeah, we'll put it there. No, it's better than Box. No, we'll move DK3 above Box, and we'll move this. Okay. I do need to try Wacky Races. There's so many things I need to freaking try, man. I need to break into longer games, actually. Which I'm gonna have no choice but to do pretty quick, because I've pretty much almost ran out of free PP games at this point. Hey, Where's Waldo any % practice? This is Where's Waldo? It's a meme category. It's Where's Waldo, except it only goes up to Cave, and that's the end of the game. So while you'd think objectively that's probably better than Where's Waldo, because you don't have to do all the annoying subway and stuff, but I mean, come on, Where's Waldo? It's a meme for a reason, you know? It's... Where's Waldo gets placed higher. Where's Waldo any % practice? I literally just did it for the memes. I did 10 minutes. It took me 12 attempts to get 3rd place. Like, it's a nothing run. It's boring. I'll put it to the bottom of boring because it doesn't give you any PP, so it's literally just for the lulz. Wild Gunman. Firstly, I had played this one casually before, years back on original hardware, but I did not expect the run to be this fun, man. Funny enough, I tried to play again after the first day and I sucked ass, but the first day I did this, instant best mouse time, I think. And second run got me to top 5. Like, this was such a quick game, but the speedrun, huge shout out to, I can't remember who, but someone made a spreadsheet for this one that literally told you where all the enemies were going to spawn at every level. So I just had that on my other monitor, or no, on the same monitor actually, in the back with each stage, and I just knew exactly where to point. What a fun game, and I got a great time and great PP right off the bat. That was really good. I would say without a doubt, it was the easiest, other than Barker Bill, it was the easiest Zapper game with a mouse. And one of the most fun, too. I think I'm going to put it there, above Freedom Force and Shooting Range. It was really fun. Okay, we're actually going to do Yoshi's Cookie before I do Win, Lose, or Draw, because I've got a lot to say about that one. Yoshi's Cookie. Firstly, it's all about really fast inputs and menuing pretty much the entire run again. It's a 1-minute run. This one took me so long, man. I tried to learn this in February, I tried to learn this in December. I could never make any sense of it, nor the spreadsheet that explained all the stuff. And then Flecky, by the way, Flecky has explained most of the things I've done this month to me, so huge shout out to Flecky. In fact, let's do an actual shout out to Flecky. Plus, he's been a motivator. He motivated me to go back to some of these games this month to get better times. Flecky is a freaking legend, and he's a Swede, so of course he's a legend. It makes sense. But yes, Flecky finally explained Yoshi's Cookie to me in a way that made sense and gave me directions in a way that I could understand it. Absolutely, he really is. You know, I think it's hilarious. Flecky said in December, when he accidentally got the most prolific of the month because no one played in December, he said he was not even that big into PP, and he probably would never do PP grinding seriously. That was December. Flash forward to April, when Flecky, without a doubt, Flecky broke a record in prolifics. Flecky just got the most prolific month anyone has ever gotten in the history of the NES prolifics. Like, what a legend, man. From, I'm not that interested in PP, to literally getting the most prolific month anyone has ever gotten. Like, bravo. That is cinema. Flecky went more than hard. Flecky killed it this month. I cannot believe it, actually. Flecky, what a legend. Seriously, that's all I can say. Legend is just the perfect word to describe him. Indeed, even more than Tom Caps. He got, I think the math, I haven't done my math in a few days for it, but Flecke said I think he crossed 18,000 point for this month. 18,000 points in 1 month. Mind you, he was at 5,000 points before this month. Like, he was number 250 in the prolifics list before this month. Now I think he's in the top 50. Like, I think he's number 40 something. Again, it's been a few days since I did my math, but we're gonna find out pretty quick. Like, insane. I can't believe it. But yes, Flecke finally made Yoshi's Cookie make sense to me, and you know what? I probably dropped this game before I should have. I can probably still squeeze a better time out of it. It actually got addictive towards the end. I hate to admit it because I was really keen on hating this game at first, but it grew on me. I'm still not going to place it too high. Like, Guilty Pleasures, ooh, I don't know. You know, it is better than all this stuff, though. I think I'll put it bottom of Guilty Pleasures. It actually surprised me. Now, a game I never expected to have such a history with. Here we are. Win, lose, or draw. 600 points victory. A PP game that, once again, Flecke explained to me, by the way, that I wanted to do in February, but I never got to. That's all I thought this was going to be. A PP game I do, and I put down. And the funny thing is, I actually did put this game down. I got just below... I think I got a really lucky 343.9 in this game. Before I put it down, like, I thought I had mastered the menuing in this game, and I actually put it down. I was like, you know what? I'm satisfied with win, lose, or draw. But then I saw someone else's run that they did around that time. I think it was Yoka. And for some reason I decided to watch it and just see, like, was I doing anything wrong? Could I have menued faster? Turns out, even though I actually tried to do it and didn't do it myself, I guess I didn't try hard enough. It turns out it's possible to go from the left side of the left side of the menu, like the letters, to the right side, just by pressing left a few times. That brings you to the right side. With that knowledge in mind, I was able to get my time instantly down to a 341. After that, I was like, you know what, well, I gotta get a better 341 at this point. So I kept grinding that whole night, and I got a run good enough for second freaking place. It was, what was it? It was 340... yeah. Right, that's what it was. It was 341.300, which was 50 milliseconds off of Zoda's record. So I was like, okay, that's insane. Clearly I could go for record, right? Then Devastation hits. I go to snip my run, and it turns out somehow, even though I never would have done it, my desktop audio was turned off on OBS, which usually invalidates a run because they request sound, obviously. Like, they want sound of the game. Makes sense. I was freaking devastated. I was pissed off. I stayed up half the night, determined to get one that tied it or bettered it so that I could submit it, because that was a blow. I was thinking, like, well, screw it, I'm not even interested in any more PPE this month. Like, I was being dramatic about it, but it pissed me off how good it is. I was like, no, I never get lucky. This is never going to happen to me again. And you know what? That whole session, pretty much, it was getting worse and worse. I was getting 342 most of the time. I did not see anything. Then I talked to some people in the PP Discord for a while. I found out that the celebrations that the people do, the dancing and all that, there's 4 of them, are RNG based, and that was most likely losing time. I thought it was me. I thought it was something I was doing. I was taking it personally. But with that knowledge in mind, I kept going. I'm a stubborn dude, man. Like, I said that even. Like, you will not meet anyone more stubborn than me. Knowing I can do something a certain way, get something good like that, meant I could not stop. I had to keep going. I was like, it was out of spite. I was gonna pull an all-nighter if that's what it took. Pretty much immediately after I found out about the RNG celebrations, like, I took a little break and I found out about the RNG celebrations. I was like, okay, at least I know what I can do. Pretty much immediately when I found out about that, I finally started getting some 341s again. And then out of freaking nowhere, on the alt, pretty quick, I started streaming again. Like, I was going back and forth between streaming on the alt and not streaming at all. that night, just like doing offline attempts. 13 minutes, I think, into the alt stream, out of freaking nowhere, I start realizing I'm getting the best RNG celebrations I've ever seen before, on top of perfect menuing. And that run results in a freaking world record. My first ever, you know what? Yes, I tied the world record for Home Alone. I tied the world record for Gacha the Sport. I tied the world record for Tiny Toons Adventures. I've done some random Flash games and been the only player to get world record. Hell, I even held the glitchless, or not glitchless, the Legacy Zipless. Where is it? Where's Legacy? Yeah, Zipless Legacy world record for 8 days before working came and destroyed my time. I don't consider any of those real world records. Firstly, if you're the only one who's played a game, that's not a world record. You're just the only one who's done a run. The free tied world records, yeah, Gacha took some finesse to make happen, but they're free ties. Anyone can get them, you know? I don't even count Legacy Zipless because firstly, it's a meme category. It's Legacy Collection. Secondly, there's only like 14, 15 players. I consider Win, Lose, or Draw my first true world record. My first solo NES world record, first of all. I still can't believe it. Secondly, there's 35 people on that board, so I don't know how I got so lucky, but it happened, and it's insane, too. Like, not only was it record, it's not like it's record by a couple frames, it's over 500 milliseconds faster than Zoda's. And the world's first 340 completion in Win, Lose, or Draw. I don't know how I got so lucky. I don't get lucky. I infamously do not get lucky. I still have not gotten the best RNG in Spot, for instance. Waldo 202 took me almost 2,000 attempts. I don't get lucky. I don't get lucky. I don't get good luck in video games ever. That does not happen to me. How I got world record in Win, Lose, or Draw, I don't know. Total fluke. But, I mean, obviously, I've got a freaking history with this game, so it's got to go way the hell up here. It has to go here. It objectively has to. Because I have a history with it now. Like, I'm going to keep grinding this down. If I get bopped, I'm going to come back. Me and Win, Lose, or Draw have entered a lifelong camaraderie together now. We're putting it right at the bottom of really fun. Like, yeah, technically, Anticipation is a more fun game. Although Win, Lose, or Draw is seeded run, too, versus Anticipation, which is not. So maybe casually Win, Lose, or Draw is more fun or less fun. I don't know. I've never played it casually. But yeah, objectively, we have to put it in really fun, because I got record. And there we go. I am gonna revise it, go through, and make sure everything is in place as it should be. But there is our updated tier list with 76 entries. I don't want to say 76 games, because some of these are the same games, but 76 unique speedruns. And that's that. And we're gonna look it over, just make sure everything looks good. I still am really hoping by the end of Mega Man 4, the end of the Mega Man 4 grind, that I feel comfortable moving it up here. But as of now, I still do not. Because I was still not getting very good runs. I still think my PBs, like, I'm not happy with it at all. But that's what this month is for. It probably seemed like I gave up on 4 or I'm done. But I'm not. We're coming back to 4 this month. I'm hoping by the end of this week we'll be back into the 4 grind. And we're going to be balancing on stream this month. We're going to be finishing our X playthroughs. And doing Mega Man 4 speedruns. That's going to be the entirety of this month. Before our huge month-long 10-year streamiversary celebration in June. Which is going to be the most variety you guys have seen on this channel since the old stream days, the 2019, 2020, 2018 days. We're going to be going pretty much full variety in June. Blast from the past. Very nice. Thanks for sticking around, Lynx. Duranda Booster PP. I appreciate you, comrade. Thank you. That's another thing, too. Obviously, with solo record, this is easily the most PP I've ever gotten from any game. Let me look at my math, actually. As of last month, the record counted for, what is it? 1,018 points, which I put down on my earnings for this month, but it's going to be more than that. Firstly, because it's a huge leap over second place. I think that gives it more pointage. Also, 3 new players, including myself, have done win, lose, or draw. Did win, lose, or draw in April. So that too, the player count is also going to make it jump. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was worth 1,200 something after the update. I'm very curious about that. But yeah, it bopped Pac-Man as my most PP earned for one game. And I'm really hoping I get to savor this record for a bit before Zoda or Yoka. Like, it's going to be a Scandinavian. There's too many Scandinavians on the win, lose, or draw board for me to not lose my record to one of them. Or Tom Cabs. We've also got Tom Cabs on that board on our top run. He could do it. A lot of people could bomb me. I mean, it wasn't skill that got me there. It was pure luck. Like, yeah, I actually had good menuing, but that was 100% luck that I will probably never see again. I don't think I'm going to see luck like that again. That was insane, actually. Okay, let me actually look through this now, make sure everything is where it should be. And then, I'm debating, man. I'm very strongly considering Jackbox for the rest of the stream, because, like, I don't have anything to speedrun at the moment. Doing labbing of 4 would be boring, and we've got too much stream time left to just spend an hour and a half in the duck pond, so I'm thinking Jackbox. A bit of a prelude to next month's celebrations. Okay, yeah, let me look through this. Best of the best, obviously, only those 2 so far. Some really close ones in this category, though. Actually, why is Zipless Legacy and Guilty Pleasures? That should be higher. I'll put it at the top of Kind of Fun. I can only put Legacy so high. Learn Super Pitfall. That's funny, that was actually on my list for April, but I never got around to it. Down to do some Jackbox? Heck yeah, Jackbox it is, Okay, Alphabet percent. Yeah, that's good. This all looks good to me. Looks good. Yep. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Boring color a dinosaur. Nice. It's a lot of stuff in the boring category, actually. Is DK3 really worse than Jordan vs. Bird? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bad, Rock and Ball, Rollerball, Galaga, Othello. Yep. Nick of Rhyme. Actually, is Nick of Rhyme bad? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Is it worse than Othello, though? Which would I rather play right now? Probably Nick of Rhyme, so I guess it's better. Wishless Legacy, yep, Great Waldo Search. Am I moving Great Waldo Search up, actually? Maybe you'll move it to bad. I don't think it's quite as trash now that I got a better time. That's a bad game though, man. We'll put it at the bottom of bad, or yeah, below Othello. Does it decide to put a salamander? That's the second time you've told me that to put a salamander back. I'm so confused. Damn it, Retro Gaming League. And then, okay, yeah, that's good. That's a completed tier list. I'm happy with that. GG. Okay,